Okay, this is going to be step 5 of the introduction poster. If you do not have your Word document open, you need to pause the video and get that document open. We're going to start with step 5A to create word art. Choosing that first style of the fill black text color 1 shadow, and then we're going to put this, the text inside of it will be the name of your favorite movie. So back on your document, on the insert menu there, down here's your word art. Hit that drop down, pick the first style. That's that fill black text color 1 shadow. And you can pull this text box down here to the lower left-hand corner. That's where it's going to go in the end anyway. I'm going to change my zoom a little bit. You are free to do what you want. And then inside of this, you have to take the text out and type the name of your favorite movie, put a capital letter on it, so you have that taken care of, properly spelled. Step 5B, change the font style to Apple Chancery size 65. So with your text selected, on home, you can certainly hit the drop down here and look for the font that you want. It might take you a while. I like to just select what's up there, type APPLE space CHAN Chancery. There it is. And then the font size is 65. And again, there is no 65 in the list, so you probably just need to highlight it, type your 65, tab after you type it, and now you'll have the font at Apple Chancery size 65. Step 5C, we're going to do a text fill, a 2-color gradient, purple on the left and green on the right. Okay, and we've done gradients before, so it should be a little bit familiar to you. We're going to come up here to the shape format menu. If you cannot find the shape format menu, it's probably because if you don't have that word art that you want to format selected, there's no shape format menu. So get that selected, and then there'll be a shape format menu, and here is text fill. Hit that drop down, gradient, more gradients. Over on the right, put a dot in front of the gradient fill. That opens up all of your little menus right there. Okay, now if you have additional stoppers down here, I'm going to make an additional one. Okay, I think you might have more, who knows. Anything you have here, you only want the one on the left and the one on the right. So take the one that you don't want, click it and hit that minus sign. And if you have another one, click it and hit that minus sign. Okay, now move one stopper all the way to the left of this on this line here and one all the way to the right. Click on the one on the left and change the color of that one. I just want to make sure I have the right one. Yep, purple. And I already have mine on purple. You're just going to hit this. If yours is not purple, you hit this little paint bucket here and you pick purple. And then the one on the right, click on that stopper and change that to any shade of green that you want. If you want a little bit of a lighter green, you can have a little bit lighter green. It'll work. Okay, then we move on to step 5D. The type of gradient we want is linear, and the direction we want is linear left. So let's do those two things. Type of gradient. So right above where you make the gradient, come here to where it says type. Now, if yours does not say linear, you have to hit the drop down and pick linear. And then the direction, you have to hit the drop down, and then it's kind of like a screen tip. You have to look. That's diagonal top left to bottom. I don't want that. I want linear left. And I have, yep, that's linear right. There's linear left. So it looks like green's going to be the first color. And so then that's the way that your word art looks. Now, if you don't want this panel open over here, at this point you don't need it, and we can always get it back. You can close it up or you can leave it if you'd like. We are going to apply a text effect called transform warp style of a cascade up. And then we're going to place this in the bottom left corner of the document. Okay, so back here we go. Here is text effects right here. It's kind of A with a blue little glow on it. Hit that arrow. There's the transform category, and here are the warps. And again, you have to screen tip them to find out what they are. Now it says cascade up, so obviously the circles aren't, or rings are not going to be the ones that you want. If you scroll all the way down, the last two, there's cascade down and there's cascade up. And that's the one you want. Cascade up, click it, and that'll put that little slant into your project. Looks like my font didn't work. Hopefully yours worked. I'm going to go back and try Apple Chancery again. There we go. Now I got it right. Now, if yours is looking like that, then you don't have to do that. But I did notice mine did not work. And then the last step was to place it in the bottom left corner. So anywhere kind of down here, not way over to the left, not at the bottom. Leave a little bit of a border around that. And we may have to move this a little bit later on. Again, you can look at step number 9 to get some of the placement that you want. There it is. Command S and save it, and you are done with this step.